Hi, it's January 17th, 2016. My name is Anna T. Van Lee, aka Ashley T. Lee, Ashley T. Van Lee, nickname Joe, Tweety, annalilyashleyjane, aj7aj13.jaz7-lj, journal, etc. I'm going to recap on what I've done, what I've mentioned, talked about in my last clip about Sean Penn and Carmine Piano the Third, okay, and how the name Penn came into my life directly and indirectly. Okay, I had mentioned a week ago, not a week ago, like a couple weeks ago, about that name. Okay, because I was thinking about all my illuminated, now that I found out, people that came into my life, friends, whatever, like Craig Rothschild, Scott DuPont, Charlie Ferrari, Karen Ferrari, Charlie Roberts. Name Roberts is connected to Copenhagen. Okay, in history. There's other ones too, like Sultan. Okay, Sultan is connected to. Okay, the Montague and the Capulet. Okay, royal dynasties. Okay, and there was other Rockefeller, like Joette Rockefeller. So these are all illuminated kids that came into my life. Okay, and there's more, but those are the ones that are off the top of my head. O'Neill, also, that's also O'Neill and O'Connor. Okay, they're names of rulers and kings in ancient medieval times. Okay, so like Aaron O'Connor and Andy O'Neill came into my life, and then the piano, okay, came into my life too, and I realized that it's an ancient royal bloodline too, like Paine, okay, Paine, and Pena, okay. That was indirectly into my life. Just figuring out the name of piano and all the other names and the meaning and their genetic history and family bloodline. So yeah. So I had brought that a couple weeks ago about that all the people that came into my life and figuring out who's who. Collins came into my life, like Brian Jensen, also, aka Bloodline of Collins, and also Harold Bailey Jr. Okay, who I figured out that is a Freeman bloodline. Okay, so these people that came into my life are actually special, and they have royal blood in them, just like me. And some were taken, and some were there put into my path to prepare me for what's to come at present now, because they knew that I was a taken child, bloodline child, Illuminati, Great Apple child, definitely. And so I had blogged about that, and so recently, this week, a couple days ago, 2 days ago, they had mentioned the WCBS CEO, WCBS News, 880 AM radio, about Sean Penn. Okay, oops, Sean Penn. Okay, and that he something about an article or something about him meeting up with a drug lord or something like that. I don't really know the whole situation, but because I don't know. Okay, because people might time probably. But anyway, so yeah, so that name Penn ring a bell. But even though I didn't know who Sean Penn was really, because I was born back then and everything, it was a variation of Carmine the piano. Okay, the third. Okay, the one in Thorn, Rig Yearbook, and he had written in my Rig Yearbook to it, Thorn in East Kingsburg, Coltneck area, okay, Middletown, New Jersey area. He goes, it was a fun year, okay, and hope you let me know. It was really sarcastic. It was super fun because he was actually the serious one, and I was actually the lively one, and getting into like relax and loosen up and stuff like that. And plus the whole saga of during that time I was trying to find info about the whole Nick and who's now Michael Bonomo, okay, and who's actually the bloodline, I believe, Michelangelo, Bernardi, Di Simone, Ludovic, Di Simone, Bernardi, something like that. Okay, Da Vinci Code, okay, and that whole saga, you know what I mean, with Carla Group grading, okay, and and me and the whole thing. And the circle of people, I think was set up that we both knew some of the wrestlers and some of the Facebook because they were all, he was involved in it, and Vanilla was in thoughts, and I remember Matt, and I remember a lot of people that came into my life. They're much older, obviously, because it's all rigged, you know what I mean? So it was just to prepare the older kids, the ones either taken or bloodline, royal bloodline, came into my life, I believe, is to prepare me for what's to come right now at present, because I was taking the royal grape apple, Illuminati bloodline. And so when I looked it up in the internet, his name, Pagano, guess what I found? There was another Pagano, but not of royal blood. Okay? Pagano crime family. I found out. And there was a Dan Pagano who just got released in 2007. Go figure, right? So I think if my hunch was this Carmine Pagano the third is part of the real one, the real royal bloodline of Count Albert's um, Panic 1068. Okay, so that's my guess because it's normalcy, meaning every royal bloodline and Great Papal and Illuminati. So what's the odds that he would be the real one too, right? There you go. And so I found out that. So you know damn well I wasn't born back then, because I just found out. Okay, so there. And then I found out there was an inventor called Third James. I'll go Piano the second, and also an actor named the same name, Carmen Pagano. So maybe the actor, which is not the one I know. The one I know is a weight conditioner and strength coach for high school. Okay, Carmen Pagano the third. The actor might be a fake. That's my guess. So there you go. That's what I wanted to tell the whole world about, and my recap on what I've done at this speech and what it all means. And so I hope that saying something